So, what sparked me to do this video today was that this week's been kind of a tough week. But I was watching some videos, and it was a video of a scene from the Muhammad Ali movie, The Greatest. And in this movie, Muhammad Ali was in the office of a promoter of some sort, or whoever it was. And they were telling him that he had to, put aside his religious beliefs and, aligning himself with the Muslims and, Farrakhan and their beliefs and stuff like that. And, black people, and Muhammad Ali was like, man, I'm not going to do that, for a fight. It's a fight. Why should I have to do that? And the promoter was saying that, it's better suited for him to, do this to, promote the fighting. It doesn't, rile Caucasian people up and stuff like that. And he kept telling Muhammad Ali he's on task to make millions and millions of dollars. And Muhammad Ali was like, no, I'm not gonna, do that or whatever. And as far as I'm concerned, you can cancel the fight. And he walked out the office. Now we all know that it was a movie, but it's actually happened in real life. And I started thinking about our athletes today, and especially African American athletes. When I talk about, the black plight here in America, I'm not trying to leave out, white people or Latinos or, Asians of any other ethnic groups. I speak about the black plight a lot because I'm African American. And I think that with the situations that we have here and some of the things that we're going through, if this is able to be corrected, everything else will just fall in line. And I say this because our athletes today, and it has to be some kind of clause or some kind of, unspoken word about what they are able to do with their money that they receive from these corporations, and from the owners of their team, that they don't speak on or say anything about some of the injustices that goes on here in America. And to me, that's a form of, I don't mean to be mean, that's a form of cooning. Dave Chappelle, back in when he didn't renew the Chappelle Show, was slated to make like $54 million back then. Was a lot of money. And we know that athletes today is making $100 million, in contracts. And he said, he always said that his father told him that, at some point you're going to have to draw the line. And it's going to have to come, what are you not able, when is money not enough? Or when is money enough? And if you think about Dave Chappelle, and if I don't know how many of you all have went out to see his last, comedy, concert, Dave Chappelle is still the funniest man alive at this point. But you don't see him on TV. You don't see him in movies. And you don't see him in commercials. And etc. But you have Kevin Hart, and I'm not banging on Kevin Hart or whatever he's doing, whatever, but Kevin Hart doesn't speak out about injustices for black people and, some of the things that goes on in our community or whatever. And it's all due to money. So my question is to our entertainers who are African American or whatever, and I don't want to hear this nonsense about, we donate. We all know what donating do, or what it does and what it doesn't do. When you donate money, majority of that money doesn't even go to what you're donating it for. It goes to the organization that you're donating to help pay the people, the employees, and the CEOs of those things take the money and do all type of miscellaneous bullshit, just like the Wounded Warriors Foundation. So no, I don't want to hear about, no, you don't know what they're doing. No, if you wanted to do something, Go to your community, into your communities. You know, even if you have to take security, go hang out and, talk to the people in the neighborhoods. Like I said, I'm not all the faults and all the problems that we have in the black community. Was there a system set up for this stuff to happen? Sure. Yeah, it was. Now things still going on today to, keep black people down by, I'm not talking about regular white folk. No, I'm talking about the 1% and the people who, govern and run this country. And as I always will say, and I continue to say, yes, it is to keep and hold black people back, but it's also to keep, the regular citizens, black and white, separate, because it makes us look at each other different. They, the regular citizens who watch TV and listen to the media and who, sorry to say, and I know this sound mean something, but you really don't think for yourself. You let other people persuade you, and you let TV and programming and scenes and splice and cuts of videos make you think that, black people are this and black people are that. And then when you meet a black person and the black person that you meet isn't the way that they portray you on TV, like, oh, well, you're a little different and you're this and that. No, I'm not different. And I'm black. Do I behave a little differently? Yes. And it's because I've chosen to put myself in situations that allows me to interact with other people. But that situation came about due to a situation that happened to me from me getting shot. If I hadn't got shot and end up with a spinal cord injury, I probably would be, still mingling and interacting mostly with, black folks and be in the hood. I'm not saying that I would have been, I don't know what I don't know what would happen. A lot of my friends and family say I would be dead or in jail, but because of the situation, things went a different way. So, to the athletes and entertainers, if money is more important than the generations of black folks to come behind you, your kids, because you're going to die. And this world is going to be left for your kids. And you can think you're building a foundation and you have this money and you're saving this money. It's not going to make a difference. Because if we're leaving nothing behind and we're only, building for our so-called family and my family base and my friends, you totally forget about humanity and your race of people. And like I said, I'm not excluding anyone else, but we have to fix our communities, because our communities are fucked up. The world in general is fucked up. America is fucked up. There's some fucked up white people in the world. There's some fucked up, but we all are humans. Skin color really doesn't mean a lot, but there's powers that be that make us think that skin color and separation is the greatest thing and the best thing for any situation, but that's only to keep them in power. Like Elijah Muhammad, I respect some of the things he say when it comes to black people, but he's a religious person too. And he's he bangs for God and Jesus. They call it, the Allah and this and that. So and he preaches separation and inclusion. In a way, it has been a detriment to black folks, because if we'd have kept our own thing and did our own thing, we'd have been better off. Because it seemed like when we were just fighting for rights and just being had a Negro League and stuff like that and doing our own thing, we were more together until we started integrating with white folks. But I think things went bad when we started integrating with white folks, which you are the humans, and I'm only using white folk and black folk to show you how the media talks to you and how they separate us. And what happened is money. And if you think about this, everything that rappers, singers, movie stars, quote unquote entertainer, reality star, everything, porn stars, prostitutes, you think about it, everything that we do and we try to justify why we're doing it, murdering people, we do it for, they say it's money. And my question is, when is money, how much money do you need, and when is money enough, and when is money a detriment to you and your people? Dave Chappelle lives a pretty decent life, I believe. No, he doesn't have hundreds and hundreds of $1,000,000 that he probably would have had if he had continued and allowed himself to be bought by corporate America. But you know how much money he makes when he tours? I went to both for his shows in the last, 4 or 5 years. And those tickets was like $70, $80 a piece. And all those shows were sold out. So no, he's not plastered all over TV. No, he's not in every movie, which, think about it. Why isn't he? We all know whoever went to see Dave Chappelle, who keeps up with Dave, dude is hilarious. But there's a price that comes with that. And it sickens me that our athletes aren't more like Muhammad Ali. There hasn't been an athlete outside of Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar that has stood up for, what is right. Marshawn Lynch is pretty profound these days, I think, in his actions. Because Marshawn Lynch can still play football, and we all know that was some bullshit in that Super Bowl. Because they didn't want Marshawn Lynch to get the MVP because he wasn't going to say a goddamn thing to the media. And he had been sticking his thumb up and his nose up to the media the whole time. So that's why they called a pass play. I'm sorry to inform you, that's exactly what happened. So Marshawn Lynch decided, to get out the NFL, and he didn't spend his money. And you ever ask yourself, why did he go to Haiti to build school systems and to, help rebuild the infrastructure over there? You ever ask yourself why he didn't do that here in America? I'll let you think about that. Maybe because he can't. Maybe because there was stipulation to saying that he could, he couldn't. Or maybe he said to himself, you know what? These niggas over here ain't learning shit anyways, and they ain't trying to learn shit, so why should I waste my time? I can go over here to Haiti where people are starving, eating dirt cookies and all this other bullshit. And the people in Haiti are African American, black, or ethnic, whatever you want to call them, and go because there's no one else helping them. I think what he's doing is admirable. So LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and then they have the audacity, our athletes, to give back millions and millions of dollars to their colleges that they graduated from. For what? Those fucking colleges don't need your money. But you'll give money. I know Russell Westbrook gave like $6 million back to UCLA and Green for the Golden State Warriors gave money to Michigan State. These motherfuckers are making money hand over fist, especially off of football and basketball, sports, and making millions and billions of dollars off of, revenue from TV and stuff like that. And you got the audacity to give money back to these schools. So it has to be something in the contract, or even coming up through like it's a farm system that we don't know anything about. But I'm not fooled by this, and it's just, as a person, as a human being, as a man, how dare you? And what is that saying about you? That you can be bought. Because money means more to you than humanity. Money means more to you than your community. Money means more to you than life. Money means more to you than the generations to follow you. Money means more to you than your kids. And in the big scheme of things, How much shit can you have? I mean, explain this to me. Then I saw a video of this whole thing with Kevin Gates and Boosie Badass. Cause you niggas, and I don't mean this in any bad way, or I'm just bringing, you niggas really don't get it. And I'm using niggas in this term because they're rappers and they use niggas all, but cause the nigga ain't a bad word to me. Fuck, that's why I'm using it. But come on, man. It ain't enough. And then I'm watching, the audience, and this one dude was videotaping to my world star. Oh, it's going down. Is that what we call going down? We in our communities, in the industry, we bang on each other so hard. But we don't bang on them white folks. Because I know Boosie Badass ain't running up on no stage, running some white people off. I know Kevin Gates, and he's not fighting and whatever when it comes to white folks. Or when it comes to labels and the people that CEOs of labels, they'll say some crazy shit to you and you won't do a goddamn thing about it. Or they'll come and do some shit and you will be like, man, chill out, relax, we're going to bring the cops and this and that. But when it comes to another brother, instead of talking something out, having a civil conversation, you motherfuckers want to fight, shoot, rob, and then you thinking that's being a man? Do you realize that you only banging on the people that look like you as far as skin color? So then when the audience or the buyers or whoever see you or the kids see you, they keep perpetuating the same stereotype in the hood, so you can't, and then you sitting out here living in where the fuck you living at in these communities, but you not in the hood. And what the fuck are you all fighting over? Stage time? How simple would it have been to have someone go pull Kevin Gates' coattail, like you wasted you on stage a little overtime. We waiting and this and that. Or even put a coattail like, well, shit, since you doing this and you going to live, let me come up here and join you. We can still get you a little extra time and we do a song together. We integrate different songs and then you go and leave. It's always got to be some nigga shit. And when I say nigga shit, I'm referring to the nigga shit when it comes to the way white people see black people when they call us niggas. I'm not talking about the real meaning of nigga, which means God, niggas and stuff like that. No, I'm talking about in this instance, I'm talking about behaving like what the white people define nigger to be. I mean, you motherfuckers don't either give a fuck, or you're too drunk on drugs and syrup and all this other bullshit to realize what you're doing. So let's say somebody gets killed or murdered in this situation. That shit gonna be all over TV, right? And what does it do for our community? Absolutely nothing. And certain people see this video like, oh man, shut the fuck up, this and that. This is how hood shit. Is that what hood shit is? It's what you calling hood shit. It's what you calling to being a real nigga again, I guess. Doesn't make any motherfucking sense at all. It makes you tough. I mean, in all honesty, and I know we all are human beings, but how do you look at another man with the same skin color as you and shoot, kill, and murder over bullshit? $50, $40, a fucking block that you don't even own a fucking house on, that you renting on, and this is your motherfucking hood, and you claim this is your block, and ain't no nigga gonna come over here and do this and do that. How fucking stupid that sound. You don't even own this fucking block. You renting on this block. But the cops can come over and do all type of miscellaneous bullshit, and you won't do a goddamn thing. But you a real nigga. And you run around here shooting innocent people because you think you're tough. And I don't give a fuck. And then you run around here, people that may want to, tell what happened. You are shooting and kill them. You are killing people who look just like you over nothing. And if we really are, which I don't believe, but if we really are 13% of the population, we will continue to be 13% of the population because we won't stop killing each other. Yeah. Is that system in place? Sure. But when you're going to use your own fucking brain to do better, stop watching all this bullshit TV because it's programming. I listen to all this bullshit rap music because it's programming you. Enlighten yourself. Read a couple of books. Use that fucking phone you got. Look up videos on the history of not just black people, the world in general. All type of shit. I really don't understand like where we're headed as a nation, as a people, whether it's black, white, Asian, or whatever. But we all are being made a complete ass of. Please believe that.